Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. StrangeNet here. So cast your mind back a good 2 days. I put out a video saying how to become an Omega for free by using basically the Plex in your account, selling your skill points, etc. I had a few comments, people saying, well, what about MTCs? Can you do a video on MTCs, which is multiple character training licenses? And I was like, well, it's barely worth it in the end. You only, they're 15 Plex cheaper on average, and basically, yeah, you save about 75 million ISK per character. 2 characters on the same account, you save 150 million ISK. It barely even makes a dent. Posted obviously back that it's not really worth it, and I got a lot of people saying, well, what about the deals? The deals are on. Can you do a video on that? And I was like, well, I hadn't seen any deals at the time. I was like, what deals? So, yeah, check some of the deals out, and yeah, mind blown. These deals here, the Omegas and the MTCs that you get 50% off, these deals are absolutely spectacular. And I'm going to go through quickly the maths working this out, but initially, mind blown. I'm not even sure what's going on with these deals, because these are just so good if you've got 3 characters on one account, but it's pretty hard to miss these out. So yeah, if you've got 3 characters, then you need to be watching this video, because as I say, and again, if you've got some Plex lying around, or even if you haven't, if you've got the ISK to buy it, then these deals are mind-blowingly good. So these are some of the best deals I think I've seen in the New Eden store from CCP in regards to, well, just deals in general. I think, as I say, I can't recall ever seeing these deals here before as good as this. I may be mistaken, but basically on seeing these, I've bought 5 sets. Now, potentially I could have bought more, but some of my accounts have game time for up to a decade, so 2033. So I don't really want to be adding more time to some of these accounts. But some accounts I do have spare that do have 3 characters on them. And again, let's go through and just show you why these are so good. I want the potential implications that this might have on the market, the skill injectors, Plex, and the rest of it. So without that, let's get into the good part. So we're going to start off with the 1 month, which is 600 Plex. 600 Plex times 5 million ISK each gives us 3 billion ISK for this deal right here. So for the 1 month Omega, and assuming you've got your 3 characters, as we discussed on the other video, you get 45 skill points per minute, times 3, because it's 3 characters. Over the course of an hour, that's 8,100 skill points, and over 24 hours, that gives you 194,400. And then times that by your 30 days, gives you 5.832 million skill points for the month. Now, for a skill injector, you need 500,000 skill points, which gives us 11.6, give or take. Well, I don't give it exactly. And then we are going to be making, at the current prices for skill injectors, minus your skill extractor, you're making about 430 million ISK after tax per large skill injector that you manage to sell on the market. And that gives us 5 billion ISK. So basically, it's costing you 3 billion ISK for a month to plex your 3 characters, and you are getting in return 5 billion ISK from it. So in a month, you're going to make 2 billion ISK on the current 1 Omega sale with your 2 MCTs, which is much better than basically just buying the game time, which I was talking about on Friday. So yeah, that's 2 billion ISK you're going to make basically in a month from just buying this this deal currently. So let's do this now for the 3 months. So we need 1,350 Plex. Plex are currently selling for about 5 million each, 6.7 billion ISK. So 135 skill points times an hour times 24 hours times 30 times 3 months. Divided that by the amount that you need for your skill injectors, times 430 million ISK. yeah, it's insane. So that's 15 billion ISK minus your starting ISK that you need in order to buy the Plex. So you're coming out with 8.3 billion ISK for 3 months. Let's do the same again for your 6 months. So 2,400. 12 billion ISK. This is the one I've gone for in general. So again, we've got 135 skill points times 60 times 24 hours times 30 days in the month times 6. Divide that by how many skill points you need. So that gives you 69 full injectors times 430 million ISK. Gives us 30 billion ISK. Minus that, so you that's 18 billion ISK you've made on the 6 months, assuming you sell all your skill points. And again, even if you just do 2 characters selling your skill points and have the main character just training, you're still going to be up massively. In fact, let's work that out. Sorry, so we've got 12 billion ISK for the actual Plex cost, and what do we have here? We had 30 million ISK. How do I bring this back up? There we go. So okay, so yeah, okay, let's do it. So 45 skill points only on 2 characters times your 60 times your 24, 36 months divided by 500 grand, and then times that by your 430 million ISK. So even if you were only to train the 2 characters, if you basically you're training all 3 characters, but you're keeping your main. You're not extracting any skill points from your main character, you're only doing it from your 2 supporting characters. After you've paid your Plex price, gives you, well, let's actually do it, show you. So basically you come out with 8 billion ISK just from selling the skill points from the supporting characters and keeping all your skill points that you're gaining on your main character. Even then, you're still going to come out at the end 8 billion ISK better off. Now, obviously, there's a slightly better one if you have the Plex lying around, and again, you want 12 months. So, might as well finish this one off. There's not a huge amount in it though. Times your 5 billion, so it's 20 billion ISK for this package. And we've got 135 skill points times 24 times your 30 times your 12 divided by 500,000 times 430 million minus 20 billion gives you 40 billion ISK profit over the course of the year. 40 billion ISK. Let me just do that again, because that sounds very high. So 135 skill points per minute times your 60 minutes times your 24 hours times your 30 days times your 12 months gives you a total of 96.9 million skill points. Divide that by the amount that you need for a skill injector, gives you 139 skill injectors, and at the moment we're making 430 million ISK, giving us 60 million ISK, and yeah, minus your 20 billion starting capital to actually buy the Plex, you're coming out with 40 billion ISK. Which is why this deal is so ludicrously good. I'm perplexed at this. To be perfectly honest, this is again what I'm pretty much speechless at how good this is and how much this promotes skill farming. So yeah, the promotion of skill farming here is big, and I can't see how this isn't going to drive down the price of large skill injectors. And initially I hadn't really seen much of a movement over the weekend. See, I bought some Plex, yada yada yada, but you can see people are cottoning on to how good this is and are spending again now. Is it as good as the deal that we had for the extractors? Remains to be seen. It depends how often the extractor one comes round, how quickly the extractors come off. But obviously with more people skill farming, As we've seen with some of them, you're going to need 139. Oh, okay, let's do the maths on this. So 130. You're making 3.66 skill injectors per month. Yeah, so yeah, times your 12-year and 139 skill injectors. We'll do it for the 6-month one, so 23 skill injectors per skill farm. I've got 5 running at current, so I need 116. And some people will have, you know, there were people back in the day running 200 skill farms plus 200 characters. So, you know, they start rolling back in, and these things will be used up very, very quickly. Now, just for full clarity, I am holding 350 of these, so I do have a vested interest in these increasing in price. But yeah, you know, I can't see how skill injectors aren't going to drop, and they have dropped somewhat. They were in the 60s yesterday, so 860. But yeah, basically it feels very much like CCP is desperately trying to drive down the price of large skill injectors, and kind of makes sense in a roundabout kind of way. People are using huge quantities of Plex at the moment, as we just saw on the graph, to obviously take advantages. This was the advantage of the 2-for-1 skill extractor, which was, you know, an incredibly great deal. Obviously now with the MTCs and the rest of it, that's going to use up more Plex, and it's going to encourage people to use more of the extractors, which will eventually drive up the price of the extractors. But again, is due to the huge quantities of this that you can make by basically extracting at the moment. Large skill injectors are going to drop in price slowly but surely. So it does feel very much like CCP is on a push to drive down the cost of skill injectors. So yeah, watch this space. But obviously we've had the sale on Plex. Feels very much like we're keeping at the 5 million mark. Obviously it did go up. Then there was the discount on Plex, which after the skill injectors was desperately needed. There's definitely a lack of Plex currently circulating around at the moment. So anybody that is buying Plex and selling it for buying Plex with real money and selling it is making more than ever at the moment. Really, it's a good time to be doing that if that's your thing. But yeah, to wind this up, basically, yeah, the current deals on the MTCs and the character trading is fabulously good. Let me just check. 45 times 335. So yeah, just making sure my maths there is right, because again, I was looking at it last night and I had to do it 15, 16 times because I was convinced I was doing something wrong. And again, if anybody spots anything I've done wrong, then by all means, please point it out. But yeah, I've checked it and double checked it, triple checked it, quad checked it, etc. to make sure that it is right. And again, yeah, it's a great deal. It's much better if you've got the Plex and the characters. Bearing in mind you need 3 characters that are at 5 million, I think it's 5.5 million skill points to basically be able to extract from. But it is better than these deals currently, just due to the fact that you've got, let's have a look. So basically for a month's worth of Omega Plex, just for one character is 500 Plex. And it's only 600 there, and you get the extra 2 MTCs. So what's 100 Plex? 500 million ISK. So you're getting the extra training time there. There's nothing that competes with these at all at the moment that I can think of. You've got the multiplayer pilot license in here, but again, that's 12 months for 2,700. Yeah, but that just gives you that gives you 12 licenses total. Here you're getting 24, which is 12 times 2. So yeah, again, Don't look anywhere else. These are the deals. If you've got the ISK and you've got the characters and the accounts with the slots on, make a killing. Have a great time. Enjoy. Thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. And my mind is still blown. Talk to you later.